In a small, busy European town, surrounded by hills and old stone streets, there lived a cheerful man named Thomas. Every day, from early morning until evening, Thomas stood behind his small bread cart on a busy street corner. Among the sounds of chirping birds and distant church bells, Thomas was always there, spreading warmth and kindness. With flour-covered hands, he carefully made each loaf of bread. Every morning, the sweet smell of fresh dough filled the cool air. Thomas's cart was simple, with faded colors that hinted at happier times. But it was his warm, genuine smile that truly drew people in. Many believe his kindness made his bread taste even better. But life wasn't always easy. Some days, Thomas struggled with money, and the worries felt heavy. Yet, he never let it show. He kept smiling, greeting every customer with kind words, a warm laugh, and the unshaken hope that made the townspeople love him. One morning, as Thomas prepared his bread, dark clouds gathered in the sky. Thunder rumbled in the distance, but Thomas, focused on serving his customers, didn't pay much attention. As people rushed to find shelter, heavy rain poured from the sky. The busy streets became empty as the storm took over. Strong winds and water battered Thomas's little cart, the very thing he relied on to survive. By night, the storm was gone, leaving the streets empty and soaked. A dim streetlight flickered above Thomas as he sat slumped against a lamppost. His cart was nothing but a broken frame, its colors washed away by the rain. Tired and heartbroken, Thomas held onto a piece of tarp, his weary eyes staring at the puddles below. Yet, even in his sadness, a faint smile remained on his face. As dawn filled the sky with soft colors, Thomas returned. The townspeople, expecting to see him defeated, were surprised. There he was, just as before, kneeling on the street corner, kneading dough with the same care and dedication. His warm smile greeted the morning sun, unchanged and unshaken. A wealthy businessman, used to the harsh world of business, stopped in his tracks, watching this incredible display of resilience. Wearing a fine suit that showed his success, he watched Thomas for a moment, his eyes filled with both disbelief and admiration. Curious, he stepped forward and asked, "How do you stay so happy despite everything?" Thomas chuckled softly, wiping some flour from his cheek. With a gentle yet certain voice, he said, "Because if I stop smiling, who will spread happiness?" Inspired by Thomas's unwavering spirit, the businessman returned the next day with a life-changing surprise. When Thomas reached his usual spot, he didn't see the remains of his old cart. Instead, a brand new bakery stall stood waiting for him. The polished wood shone under the morning sun, a symbol of new hope. Tears filled Thomas's eyes as he stared at the unexpected gift. Emotion ran down his weathered cheeks, but his warm, unshaken smile never faded. In this small town, with its cobbled streets and kind-hearted people, Thomas continued doing what he loved most, spreading joy with every loaf of bread he baked with care.